Hi everyone. You'll never guess what I've just finished doing. I I managed to drop an entire container of spaghetti bolognese all over the kitchen floor. I'd reheated it from something that'd frozen down for the boys. It's after a very long day, an early start. I've been very busy with meetings and lots of things to do, and I'm just knackered. And I dropped this spaghetti bolognese hot from the microwave all over the kitchen. It just dropped and then just splat, I went everywhere. In my rage, I then took my glasses off my head and hurled them across the room. Luckily they didn't break. And it just reminded me a little bit of this video that I've been meaning to do for you all, me at the weekend, which I've been kind of hinting at to some of you this week in your appointments. On Saturday we had so there's a bit of a theme going on here. Busy. Saturday we were in London all day for Ollie's birthday. I didn't join them at the theatre because I've already seen it with Ellie, and tickets are blooming expensive, so I thought I'll just have a wander around and the boys can see the theatre and then I'll join them afterwards, which actually I really enjoyed doing that. But I missed out on the experience of seeing them enjoy themselves because they had a hoot. Book of Mormon if anyone's interested. And then Ollie had chosen a Korean barbecue restaurant, which is absolutely rubbish, literally impossible for my celiac disease. So all I could have was some non-marinated pork belly, which just wasn't worth it, so I didn't have it. So I sat and watched everyone else eat. No surprise that by the time we got home I was starving hungry, and I then proceeded to eat everything that you could possibly imagine, which may really shock some of you, but I'm doing this video to show you, this stuff happens. So if it happens to you, don't panic, don't worry. I too hurl glasses across the kitchen. I too drop things and make an absolute mess and scream my head off, which is certainly what I did. And choice words were said today after I made that mess. I too went through the fridge picking. I managed to get through half a bag of sweet and salty popcorn with Ollie. Then I started on the grapes, just non-stop. And then no surprise that when Sunday came, my blood sugar levels had all been made skew whiff, and by the choices I'd made. And Sunday was just just a day of constant eating, really, from breakfast through to lunch that I cooked with the family. And this is the thing that's going to really make you go, what? And I'm almost a little bit ashamed to share this with you all, but let's keep this real, guys. I had one gluten-free chocolate chip cookie that I baked for the whole family for lunch because I had my extended family over. I thought they'd all gone, but found there was one left, basically. So I was feeling a bit miffed that everyone had eaten them and not saved one for me, but there was one left. And then I was tidying up afterwards, and before then I found another one that was an old one from an old batch that Ellie had cooked earlier on in the week, and I reheated that in the microwave and ate that, even though it was a bit stale. And then I was tidying up in my office where my nephew and niece had been playing, and my nephew had left about 3/4 of another chocolate chip cookie that he'd gummed, and I ate that. I could not believe, after Carl Lucas had a good old munch, that I ate it. And then I went on and had roast beef and all the trimmings in the evening. Why did I do that? Why am I telling you and telling you all about this and putting my hands up that I do it? And the reason was manifold. I was exhausted from running around all Saturday and making sure everyone else was happy. And then on the Sunday, although it was great fun being with my family, I was doing all the cooking. I was also a bit annoyed with myself because I'd agreed to do the roast beef in the evening against my better judgment, when I thought I don't want to be doing that, having been cooking at lunchtime all day, and we were all going to be full anyway from lunch with the family. So I was a bit irritated with myself that I'd said yes to something that I didn't want to do and I had to do it. I was tired, I was annoyed, I was feeling a bit put upon, feeling a bit left out of some of the things. And guess what I did? Guess what I did? I soothed myself and gave myself that something nice with food. So don't panic and don't worry if it still happens. Here's me, what, 6 years into maintenance now, and it still happens. But what I do now is I recognise it. Don't let it continue much beyond 2 3/4 gummed chocolate chip cookies. But I look at why. And so I've realised, particularly after the spag bowl episode this evening, that I'm just knackered for various reasons. I've got to start factoring in more me time, more downtime, more time where I don't do some things, and I've got to start saying no more, just looking after me. So all these opportunities are times to learn.